lost my damn phone. I don't know. Just going through it. But anyways, I was having a hard week. And my car, something to do with my car, stressing, hoping that my car get back on track, I had to fix some stuff on it, but I was having a hard week. And I said, let me go get me a beer before I head out to open mic. So I went to go get me a beer. And I didn't really get a beer from the liquor store. I got me like a shot, something simple before I head out to open mic. And open mic is where you perform. You do poetry, rap, you do whatever you want. Just put your name on the list. It's free. Open mics are everywhere around the world. Not very complicated to get on. Very easy. Might have to wait. But I did. And I went to, I was at the liquor store. And after that, I drove to my open mic. And I was about to perform, and I was like, damn, I lost where my phone at? I was looking for my phone. I was panicking. I had to go put back to my car, look under my seat. I looked under my seat like 20 times. And then I was sitting there like, I can't believe I lost my phone. I'm irritated. I'm thinking like, where did I lose my phone? I could not drop it at that liquor store. No, I didn't. I don't think so. Let me search through the car again. I went to the front. I went underneath. I went to the side. It might slipped on the side. I was like, oh my God. So I was stressing. So I drove back 30 minutes later and there was no phone. But I was looking around. I didn't see no phone. So I was frustrated, so I went home and I turned on my old S10, Samsung S10 Plus, and I got an old phone, but I was trying to break through the code when I could turn it on the next day. So I stood up to about 3 o'clock messing with it, trying to figure out the code, and I would just forget it. I just go to Metro PCS and they'll break it, and I just give my ID and my information and they'll get in it easily. So I missed half of that day because I had to go to work in the morning, but I went to Metro at 10 o'clock in the morning. I went there and I asked the lady, hey, I lost my phone. Can you turn off my phone? Before you turn off my phone, can you call my phone? So she said, sure, don't worry about it. But I was like, before I turn off that phone, can I open this phone? And she was like, you have the passcode? I said, I don't have the passcode to it. She was like, oh, that's going to be very difficult. And you got to have the passcode for us to get into it. I was like, oh, really? And then I was frustrated and I was just like, just forget it. And then I was just looking, I said, let me think of this code. But I was telling the lady at the Metro, hey, call my phone one more time to see if somebody pick up my phone. Because I was calling that night, nobody would pick up. And I told them to call my number, give them the number to call my phone. So I'm looking at my old phone going, I'm thinking of the password, like, what password should I do? And I said, zoop, and it opened. I was like, yes. I got to pay $30 to open up this old phone, but it's going to do the job. And then the Metro lady was like, somebody's answered your phone. I was like, what? Somebody answered your phone? My phone, I mean? I was like, what? I got on the phone. Hello? He was like, yeah, my friend. Yeah, we have your phone. I was like, what? Where at? He was like, over here on PCH and, just come through. I was like, all right then. So I drove as fast as I can. I was worried, like, I hope it's my phone. I'm praying that I won't lose the address. And I walked in. And the guy was like, here's your phone. And I was like, I didn't have no money at the time. I was like, I got no money. I can go to the bank. He was like, don't worry about it, my friend. Just keep your phone. So I had my phone. I was like, yes! And I was using my phone and everything. And I was thinking, but it was cracked. it was cracked. And the screen protector was not on it. And it was cracked. And I was like, man, I need to put a screen protector on it. But it was not that bad. But over time, I didn't get no screen protector. And it kept cracking and cracking and cracking. And I was like, let me go get a screen protector. So I went to go get me a screen protector and everything. And I'm happy. I got my phone and I'm just laughing and I'm enjoying it. I thank God I was on my knees. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. And then 2 weeks later, somebody stole my phone. But that's another story. That's another story. So I lost my phone and recovered it. Now I had my phone and now somebody stole it. In 2 weeks. That'll be another story, but I just wanted to do that real simple and easy story. But you know, I don't have my phone, but that's another story. That'll be part 2. But anyways, you guys out there, you guys get your phone and stuff like that. I see they had an iPhone that they got the tracker on it and stuff. I've been a Samsung fan for a long time, but I'm gonna move to iPhone. They got the tracker and everybody's on the iPhone. So when people send me a picture, I don't get a good picture. So I'm definitely gonna get an iPhone coming around. I'm definitely gonna get the iPhone 17. You know, can't wait. But it is what it is. But I'm working with my old phone. You know. But you know, it's all about keep going. But all the people out there, if you found your phone, thank God. You know. Because, man, I tried to call Metro to turn off this phone. They wouldn't even turn it off. I was like, y'all don't even want to turn off my phone after it had been lost? No, we can't. I was like, what? This is beforehand when I was lost my phone. I was trying to turn it off, hoping nobody would get into it. They couldn't turn off my phone. So it was a blessing because I got the phone back. But I was about to turn that bitch off. Okay. But, yeah. But what I said, y'all. But we'll talk about how my phone got stolen